Good morning, happy Monday. Oh, I just got into my room, kind of getting myself situated. It is 7:30 and I already made excuse me, I already made my copies and stuff for this morning. I had a bunch of stuff, well, not really that much actually, but I needed to make copies on the way in. I was also missing this piece on Friday and it was in my gym bag. I don't know why, but yeah. This weekend I basically worked all weekend. I did take I worked a bunch Saturday morning, and then I went to my dad's company picnic barbecue thing, and then I got home probably like 8 or so that night, and then Sunday I worked quite a few hours as well. Typically, if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I don't like to work on the weekends. I just like to stay late at school on Friday, which I did. I left at 7:30 on Friday, but it feels really good to come in here this week with little tiny things that needed to be done. I feel a lot better. Last week was just crazy, which those vlogs are coming. They're late, but they're coming. So yeah, I don't know. Last week was just crazy, but I wanted to set myself up for success this week, and so I just decided to work a bunch this weekend just so I could feel caught up. Plus, we didn't really have anything else going on. In the next couple weekends, we have stuff going on. This weekend, we have a barbecue for my birthday and my brother's birthday. Then the following weekend, I don't know what we're doing. And then the weekend after that is my birthday. So I know the next couple weekends I'm going to be kind of busy. So also, one thing that I didn't say last week, but I have officially been on YouTube for a year, and what was my 2? Going back to that, I posted my first video September 6th, I think I looked and it said September 6th, so it's officially been a year, which is crazy. Yeah, super cool. Oh, and then going along with that, I'm this close to hitting 20,000 subscribers, which is even more crazy. I think I'm when I checked this morning, I was 500 away, so maybe by the time this video goes up, I'll already have hit 20,000, but yeah, super cool. So thank you guys. Awesome. I'm tired. Oh. All right, I'm gonna get to work and I need to figure out what I need to do this morning. I know 1 or 2 things. We also have PE this week, which is really exciting because that means I get a prep period. Yeah, it's gonna be a good week. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I'm getting ready to make my coffee. It's 6:55 right now. I'm gonna leave in 10 minutes or so. I didn't get anything done last night for schoolwork. I just took the night off, but I don't know why I moved this. I'm gonna be kind of ahead because of working so much this last weekend. So also I've been using my big metal tumbler thing for my coffee each day, but I find myself only drinking a little over half of it because I think I forget. So I'm gonna use my clear cup today, and then I can see, and then it's also a lot smaller, so then I can actually see how much I have left, and then it will remind me, excuse you, it will remind me to drink the rest of my coffee. Because what happens is I set it down on my table, and it still has ice by the end of the day, and it's still cold obviously, but it's just not as good. So we're gonna try this out today. If you haven't seen any of my recent vlogs, I've been putting this caramel protein, not powder, but protein drink in my coffee, and it makes it kind of like an iced coffee. It's really good. Every once in a while it kind of grosses me out because I don't like milk. Milk is like repulsive to me. Fun fact. But every once in a while I'll be drinking it and I'll like think about milk, and then it reminds me of milk really bad. So every once in a while, and then I just have to like ignore it and just be like, it's not milk, it's coffee, or it's protein drink, which is probably like basically milk, but I tell myself it's not. So anyway, I just put like half, although this cup is probably not going to use half. Excuse you. That's like about the color I like it, so I'll probably do like a tad more. Yeah, this is not gonna take half of this. It's like a third, but that's good. It's still a little something, and it's still like a little bit better than just having like black coffee. I get like, you know, some protein out of it, which is good. Some more ice. So anyway, I have no trainings or anything at all today. I have no meetings before school, no meeting during lunch, and no meeting after school. And then my friend that I normally eat lunch with is actually not at school today, and I get a lot more work done at lunch when I don't go eat with her, just because normally it's like my break time and I like to like sit and chill. But yesterday I didn't eat lunch with her and I got way more done, so it is nice to do every once in a while. All right. El Cafe is ready. Good to go. Got my water, got my lunch. We did like a rotisserie chicken this week. I bought at the store, and I like completely shredded it off the bone and put it in a bowl so we could just like grab it easy. I noticed I got so much more chicken out of it. Like normally if I buy a rotisserie, if I keep it on the bone, it will last us like two or 3 days for lunch for like both of us. We had it Sunday night for dinner. I had it for lunch yesterday, and then I made my lunch already today, and there's still like a lot left. So I think it was able to like make a lot more chicken just because I was like getting every little bit off of it. So that was good, but so delicious on a salad. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so much better than the chicken I make. It was kind of pricey because I got it at like our local store rather than like Walmart or anything. It was like $8 for the rotisserie, which is kind of absurd because I think at Walmart they're like $5. So anyway, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna stop blabbering. I don't even know why I like got on the camera this morning. Just wanted to say hello. So I woke up in a good mood today. It's just gonna be a good day. I like that we have a normal week this week. I like miss having a normal week. So it's always really nice to have a normal week after a crazy week when you've had like days off and like whatever, because then you can kind of get back into your schedule. Like last week we were only able to read our story for the week one time, and then this week we'll be able to like do it the normal 3 times. We normally do it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and do like a different purpose with it every day. Like yesterday I tried to focus on story structure. I'll have to finish that today, and then I'll start focusing on our new standard, which is how character responds to a challenge. So I'm gonna go to school, and I'll catch up with you guys after school today. Good afternoon. It's 4:30. I'm getting ready to probably head out actually. I've been working for a little bit. I cleaned up my room, wiped the tables down. I am working right now on updating my levels for my students for their DRA. Just so I have that like on record somewhere other than a piece of paper. And I talked to my partner for a while about just some random stuff. But today, what did we do today? This morning, we worked on our story. We finished filling out like story structures. We talked about beginning, middle, end, who the characters were, what the setting was, and then we talked about what the message was in the story, and then working on asking questions about a story. So we did that today, this morning, for our weekly story, which is out of our Wonders book. And then we did guided reading. I was able to read with 2 groups along with doing an ELD group. So basically I was able to meet 3 groups today. With my ELD group, they need like a lot of vocabulary, and so we were working on looking at a picture from our story from last week and then just like describing what we saw. So I took it from like our book, like our curriculum, but it basically just had them like talking about this picture, and it was this girl who was like in a parade, so you had to like describe like all the color, or like what she was wearing and everything like that. And then tomorrow I will have them try to do the same, sort of like kind of guided, but with a different, or with our book from this week. So that's what we did in that group. And then my 2 reading groups, we just did like word work, sight words. We started looking at our book that we're going to be reading, and yeah, so my goal is to start getting to like at least 3 reading groups. I have 6 groups total. Like my kids are so spread out. I've never actually had such a spread out class before. Typically I've got like a lot of kids on the lower end and a lot of kids on the higher end, and a lot, or not very many, like in the middle. Whereas this year I've got kids like the whole range, and I have enough to make like an entire group of kids in every category. Which is crazy. Like it's good, but at the same time it's like there's so many different groups. So anyway, I only planned for 3 groups this week. My intention was to start working with 3 groups, and then I would start working with the other 3 next week. But we'll see, because I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that 3rd group. So I think once I have my kids trained a little bit better, it'll just be a lot quicker. It's a lot of just like transitions right now, and not even transitions, but well, kind of transitioning from like ELD to guided reading and then everything like that. So I don't know. But anyway, with my WIN group in ELA, I typed up these questions. These are all like DRA style questions. If you do DRAs, you would know. But it's like, what do you think the author's trying to tell you in the story? What part did you like best in the story and why? All that kind of stuff. And so with my WIN group yesterday, we started answering those. I took a passage from like a fluency thing that I had. So we've been reading it, and then we answered all those questions with our study buddy yesterday. We finished the last one today, and then we did like, I called it Teacher Tuesday, so I said just I'm writing, and you guys are just guiding me through, but I'm like the one with the marker, and we did like a somebody wanted but, so then like summary with that. And then tomorrow I'll probably have them do the character response, because that's our essential right now, so have them do like a character response sheet, and then Thursday they'll do like a written summary of the article, passage, whatever you want to call it. So that's that. I had a list of things. Oh, I did plan out, I was gonna have the kids work on let me see if I can find it. I was gonna have the kids work on topic sentences and closing sentences. Oh, I already closed it out. I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. Basically, it's just I made 2 slides, one for a topic, one for closing, to talk about like what is a topic sentence, and then I gave them an example. So the Right from the Beginning and Beyond book tells them to do, what does it they always say? Who did what and when. So I made my sentence, and then I underlined on the slide like my who part, my what part, or did what, and then my when part, so that they could see that. And then I also, for the closing, I talked about like what is a closing sentence, and then the Right from the Beginning talks about how it should be like a hope, a wish, a dream, something you learned, something like that, or like your opinion. So I used all of those sentence starters as examples. So like I did my trip to Disneyland, and so I did like, I hope I can go again next year, I learned blah blah blah, I wish blah blah, and so they could like see that there's no like one set way that you have to end it. You can kind of end it however you like really want to. So that's what we did, and yeah, it was a really good day though. Oh, my kids had PE. Oh my gosh, the other good thing, we did a number talk today, and I have not done number talks yet this year, and I go back and forth between liking number talks and not liking them. I think I like them more like when the kids just like get into them more, which obviously, but they were like super into them today, and I was digging it. So we did that before PE today because we didn't have a lot of time, so we did that, and that was fun. I'm excited to kind of start doing those again because they seem to enjoy them, and I have like a new format of the way that we're doing it from my partner that she kind of got that all together, and I hadn't looked at it yet. And then once I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is like really good stuff. So there's flies everywhere. It's disgusting. All right, I think I'm gonna go home. Well, not home. I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go home. I don't have much to do. We do have a staff meeting tomorrow, but I have my prep period in the morning, so I'll kind of get stuff ready then. Because I'm ready for the first thing in the morning, because I did that during my PD time today. So I think I'm just gonna go. I also reset my voicemail on my phone here in the classroom. I've never done it. The entire time I've been in this room, which has now been 2 years. This is like going on my 3rd year. I've never done anything with it, and every time I get a voicemail, it just has a red light, and then I can never ever see who calls me after that point, because it keeps saying that there's a message, and then it will never ever show me like the caller ID of if somebody called me. Like if somebody just called me, their like extension number stays on the phone until I pick it up and like put it back down. But it wouldn't do that when I had a message. So then once I would get a message, then I could never do anything. So I got a message today, and I was like, this is it. I'm fixing this problem. So I went to the office secretary, and I was like, how do I set my voicemail? Because I've never, ever done it. And she showed me how, and it was pretty easy. So now I have a voicemail in my classroom. Not that anyone would leave me a voicemail, but it's so frustrating because I got a voicemail today, and it was just an office staff member who had accidentally like not hung up the phone quick enough, and then it left a message, which is probably what had happened before. So anyway. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show you guys my outfit though before I go. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so I have this black, what's it called, pulled up. It's just a black like cotton dress on. My aunt actually gave it to me this weekend, and I thought it was kind of cute. And then I just have on my silver Ana Luisa necklace, which always gets turned around, drives me crazy. And then I have my jean jacket and these little cheetah print flats. That's what I'm wearing. Also, Skylar found the memory card today that was lost, so that was fun. Good thing we spent $25 yesterday on a new one. Life. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I think I'm just gonna end off the vlog here, although this was kind of boring. Oh my gosh. I feel like my vlogs recently have just been extremely boring, and I don't even know what else to show you guys. I'm gonna like work for a little bit, like give me 5 minutes and see if there's anything else I can talk about or show you before I end it off, because I know if I end it off then I'll think of something and then I won't be able to. So give me like 5 minutes, although for you it'll be like 5 seconds. Okay, one thing I did want to show you guys was I don't know if I've ever showed these before, but I got these paint swatches a long time ago. I don't remember which store I got them at, probably Home Depot, I would imagine. But I just have a bunch of different colors, and what I use these for, recommend if you do this, don't get like the dark ones. They don't, well, unless you use a black marker, they don't work as well. It's easier to do the lighter ones because the marker obviously shows it better. But what I have my kids do, oh my goodness. What I have my kids do is we use these for word families, and so at the top I'll put a like act or something, and then they have to come up with 3 words that go in the word family. They love to use these things. Like, they get so excited when I pull these out. So at least the groups that I've done it with, obviously I haven't done it with every kid, but they love doing it. And it's just like, I don't know if it's because it's like colorful and it's fun, they get to use like a whiteboard marker or what, but they really like doing it. And I mean, it's so easy, and it's just like, I don't know, they just erase it. All I did was laminate them. I probably didn't say that. I laminate them, and like that's it. So and I also, which yeah, I can. So I made this little like guided reading plan this weekend. It's kind of messy because I didn't end up doing Monday through Thursday, so this is like day 1 is like right here. But anyway, I just have it set up with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2 groups, and then I have another page of groups of students, and then actually, sorry, it would be like 2 pages of groups of students, but I haven't planned for all my kids yet, but I have 6 groups. And then it's just like a little box of like what I'm gonna do. I've tried to do like very detailed plans for guided reading, and I just like, it just never works for me. It takes so much time to plan it. I like that better because it's just like quick to the point, but it has enough room that I can include everything that I want to include. So that seems to really be working for me. it's just, I don't know, it's just like the easiest. And I just broke it up between like, with those groups anyway, word work practice, sight word practice, the book we're reading. I think that was it. So I'm trying to like break it up between like doing some sight words, doing some word work, and then working on some sort of book with like the essentials that we are working on. So that's pretty much it. Eventually, like, those groups will need maybe more space. I don't know, but for now, I mean, it seemed to work this week, so we'll see. My arms, I don't know if you've noticed, but I keep switching arms because my arms are so tired from the gym yesterday. Also, my lips are so dry right now. I can feel them just like cracking. I need to find some chapstick. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, and maybe I can show you guys a little bit more of like what I don't know. I guess I could like just do that really quick. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I want to leave, but I don't know what to do. So basically with this is my yellow group, for example, I'm planning on doing, I planned on doing a short vowel review, working on modeling blending on the board, and then we're just going to have them make at, it, in, on, ox, ax, and then they're reading and blending. So like on, ox, ox. And then day 2, which is backwards, but that's fine. We're focusing on two-letter words. So they're going to be, their word work is they're going to be building am, at, add, ax. There's a list that I had, so I just had to use list because I got tired of writing them. And then our sight word, we're going to focus on those 4 sight words. And then the reading, I'm just going to have them read their fluency passage 3 times, which is like a little passage that I found that's all like 2-letter words. And then independently, I'm going to have them write the 2-letter words that they read in the fluency, because the sheet that they were using looked like this. This is from Wonders. So they were going to read these. This is their fluency passage. They were going to read it 3 times, and then down here they have them pull out the words that are 2-letter blends. So that's what I'm doing with that group. And then it'll kind of honestly be the same by that point. That's day 2. That'll be tomorrow, so I only have 1 more day. So it'll kind of end up being the same, and this will probably take me through next week. And then this group, kind of the same, but they're focusing more on short A. So they're going to be doing their sight words, reading through one of the lists, and then I was going to have them write some of the words. Word work, they're building some of the word families with those paint strips. And then the book, we did a picture walk today, and we started to kind of read it to them, or read with them. So yeah, that's like what I'm doing. Those are my like slightly more struggling readers. So obviously that would look a lot different depending on the group that I'm reading with. But since I do have such a big array of kids, that's just what that group's doing, or those 2 groups. So I'm gonna go to the gym now. I'm so blabbery. I will catch you guys tomorrow. I might end up combining vlogs this week because I just feel like I don't have enough good footage. Nothing like too exciting has been happening. So yeah, and I feel so much better this week. I don't feel stressed out. So yeah, I shouldn't have even stayed this late, but I don't know. Sometimes I just sit here and like, I enjoy being here, and I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the gym. I've said that 18 times, but I'm really gonna go now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.